Greetings, divine and royal you are, worldwide. Namaste, I love Rastafari, I love G. Rastafari, I love. I'm going to start my, how do I put it, blog, YouTube, this, that and the other, to do with my crew and my sound system and me, basically, and MVITA. So, I've asked the film director, I'll call him, Lyndon, to first of all come into the kitchen and do my MVITA Juice. I'll tell you about that when we're in the kitchen. But what I've got to mention is when anybody comes to my home, my apartment or my flat, family, friends or strangers, this is how I greet them. Divine and royal you are. Divine and royal you are. In the area. Welcome, people. My name is Alfonso Lecruit Waters Buller, and I am the lead with MVITA. MVITA, flying the flag of the pyramid, sun and the earths and the moons. Translated, Manchester vibes in the area, 2020-21. So, I'm going to be doing in the near future a YouTube blog with other blogs, and before I start telling people about my life, I have got to introduce people to this juice that will come to some people like medicine. Like I say, not juice. This is juice. And I got introduced to this 2 years ago when I had my life-saving operation by the NHS of Cornwall, Trellis Hospital. Trellis saved my life. So, what we're going to do is, we're going to go through this juice, because if you have any kind of discomfort, and you have done for years, and you've relied on doctors' pain relief or whatever it may be, and it's not really worked, you must try this. I applaud, I insist, I can't tell you enough that you need to try this, because it saved me. So, what it is turmeric, ginger and other things that I'm going to take you through that are involved with this medicine. So it's vital that you use a certain pan, a certain drainer and a certain strainer, because this is like dye, and no matter where you cut it, cook it or whatever, if you've got a white surface or if you get anything else surface, it's gonna ruin whatever you got. Some people actually wear gloves, like everybody's wearing the mask, plasticky, I'm calling them fetish gloves at the moment. So some people are taking protection by wearing certain stuff because it's so what we do is, with the ingredients, it's vital you get a flask. So I'm going to take you through how I do my medicine and how I do it, because I want to introduce the world to this if they don't know. Because if you do know, if you don't know, you get a flask and you fill the flask up with the right amount of water you're going to use. You put it in your pan. Ground pepper. Just a pinch, small or big, but it's just a pinch. Pinch of pepper. I use half a lemon. I got told to only use a couple of slices. I use half a lemon because it's ideal for my system and what my body needs. Oops, daisy. Right, so 1 piece of lemon and turmeric. What's that? That'll do, I think. That'll do. Yeah, that should be more than enough. Alright. I'll go for that, see alright. So if you look at how much I'm actually using, pinch of pepper, half a lemon, and then, so I must tell you, a couple of people I've introduced this to in Manchester and Cornwall, they started doing it their own way. For instance, Joanne Murray in Daisy Nook, the Queen of Daisy Nook, Meadow Farm, known as Crime Farm, she'll like that. She's got a new client lady that she works with. She looks after, because Joanne's is a carer for people, and works in a job of that. The new lady Linda that Joanne introduced it to, she does this twice a day, and she said it's worked wonders on her body straight away. So what Joanne said to me Linda does is, Linda doesn't peel it. She just cuts it up, and a ginger, just cuts it up, and the next day, when I was throwing it away, Linda would boil it up and mash it up and use it again, where I will use it the next day without mashing it and then throw it away when I know the strength's gone out of it. So she doesn't peel it, and neither does Joanne now. She just cuts it up, puts it in the pan. So basically, once this is all in the pan, you have to boil it till boiled. It's cooked when it's boiled. As soon as it's boiled, it's cooked. You have to boil it. So, I got introduced to this after my burst ulcer in two years and 4 months ago, and within my recovery, not long after my recovery, and meeting my angel, who as soon as she come into my life, she'd gone and had the biggest impact in my life, more than anybody of all my 9 children or anybody who had been around for years, more on a spiritual level. But when I went through my, I'd say, recovery after my operation, she introduced me to Alexandra, is like a Shea woman, and she's from Germany, and she lives in Penzance, and she gave my angel a consultation over the phone. And while I was on the phone and I heard what they were saying, I said to my angel, can you ask her if she can do me too? And she charged £35. She give you the consultation over the phone. Anyway, she come and she did my angel, and then, so when I do, she did my angel and she did me, and she told me about this medicine I'm doing, because I wanted to have my information off. I must thank Yogi Ims, my partner with MVITA, Alan Ingham, King and Lion, and my Yogi Buller, my son Alonzo, which is You're Beautiful, YB, Young Ballers, and You're Beautiful, Young Ballers. Oh, the light.
Yeah, it's a bit dark. There we go.
Okay. Young Ballers, You're Beautiful, and something else, something else. So that's my son's label. So I must thank Lanza, my son, Himmett, and Alan Ingham, and Alexandra, and obviously my angel. So I, like with the things I do like garlic and I'm cooking, to ooze the juice out, I give it a little. And also, when I do this and people say to me, walking down the street, catch you today that, Alf, what's that in the middle of your head? You've heard of the silver lining? Well, that's the gold lining, because my baby, my youngest of 10, is Silver. That's her name, by the way. So this connects with me. Don't know why, but it does. So here's your turmeric, and I do have a white cooking thing, but because I can't find it, I'm going to start doing it with this one, just to show people. I can't find it, and it's full of yellow and it's white, and I don't mind it being yellow because I love it. I absolutely love this as this. So I have a white one, I can't find it, so I'll be using this one from now on, and I will do this with my blog every now and again. So I would say that's more than enough turmeric for me, depending how strong you want it. Depending how strong you want it, you can use more or less. Yeah. Sometimes you can't squeeze that out because it's too hard. Anyway, just to let you know when I do this. So we're nearly there basically. We have to, the ingredients are what makes it touch your inner light, your soul, your spirit, your life force. So, well, here's what I want to share with you. Here's one for you. I've been telling people for years that is fine. That's from Holland and Barrett. You can get good honey anywhere. You can get good honey anywhere. Good honey, not shit honey. That is bullshit. It's 2 day and it just does the job like other honeys. That, I've never heard any food. People come and give me stuff for presents and say, yeah, I'll only do it. I won't use it to give it away because it's fucking a butt. Excuse my language. Is that the first time I've swore? I hope it is. I'm not swearing again. So, that is good honey, but it's 2 day. You're just going for the label because cheap ones do just the job. But that's what I would recommend to people, that honey blended, and that's from Holland and Barrett, belted. That is the biggest blag ever. Look. And you should always bulk up. There's the next one because that's cutting down. There's the next one ready for it. And that's all to do with medicine, my coffees and my cup of tea in the morning. So we're nearly there, right? So what I'll show you now is, a long spoon helps to get to the bottom of the. So, teaspoon of honey, coconut. I've got a bit of a sweet tooth, hence no teeth in my head. Nice big teaspoon of Right. So, what I must share with you is this. What I must share with you is this. That's the last of my turmeric that's come from Manchester, from Mr. Cairns, Oldham Market. That's the last of mine, and it usually lasts me a month or two, depending how much I use it and where I am. That's the last. I must thank Joanne Murray, King of Daisy Nook. Thank you so much, Joanne, under that. Joanne has just sent me this from Manchester, and as most people know, the post that the postman has said to me is like Christmas with this time we're going through worldwide at the moment. I say C9, people know what I mean. So Joanne sent me this, and it's come the other day, and this is my turmeric basically, but it's the biggest and nicest turmeric you'll ever come across. That's just a small one. It's like there's some twice, 5 times bigger than that. The point of this is, in my health food shop in town, a small handful of turmeric, it's like nearly a £5, and it's thin, small, not half as good as this. This comes from India. I get a box of that off Mr. Khan from Oldham. Salam alaikum, brother, and thank you so much. And God bless your family. Not be less, as in bless. That's another story. So, Mr. Khan, so my ginger is dying down. That's the last bit of ginger they've got, but it's alright because I'll go to Lidl and get some ginger off them until I go to Manchester and get a big parcel of ginger. With me turmeric comes from India, and my ginger comes from the Orient. I think it's not Japan. Where did you say this thing was the epicenter?
China.
Thank you, director. So the ginger comes from China. So I've put in here already honey and coconut, and I'm getting ready to do it. Like I say, it's vital that you have certain things to use, because I don't know where my other because it's like dye. So what I want to share with you, while that doesn't take 5 minutes, my fingers, and then this when I crush, they like on my head. For instance, when I was in Manchester not long ago, somebody thought I had yellow jaundice, and they were concerned about my health, and they said to me, "Alf, what's wrong with you? No, what do you mean? I'm fine, I'm fit, strong and healthy. Why? What do you mean?" They was concerned about, because I could see yellow around me this time. I said, "What do you mean? I thought you might have yellow jaundice." No, it's the turmeric. Don't worry, I'm fine. So we call this juice, me and some of my friends, the MVITA Juice, the amber nectar, the essence, the golden elixir juice for the people. It's not a money-making commodity, this. This is something that's touched me, and I'm telling you now, if anybody out there, like I said at the beginning of this, has had any kind of problems to do with discomfort, I try and change words around me and use words that I want to have a different energy I don't use the word pain because I have had it and I had it for so long. Now I use the word discomfort. My discomfort has ceased dramatically through using this juice. And like I say, it's all coming from Gaia. Turmeric, the ginger, is boiling up with pepper and a bit of lemon. I nearly swore again then. It's amazing what this does. So once you've got your... So I must tell you, I make this in the afternoon and evening. I'm getting hot and flustered, sorry. I do this, I make it, and I have it at night. I rarely drink this in the day. And one of the main reasons I drink this at night is because my body is quite... Some people have said about me over the years, he's fucking he's 100 miles an hour. He's like a bull in a china shop. Of course I am. There's the bull there. Which side's the bull on? One side or the other. That's my name, not my birth sign. So there's me bull or whatever else. And my back tells a story. If that's where the Caribbean palm tree is, that's all to do with the Garifuna. The Garifuna was one of the main freedom fighters in the world that stood up to the redcoats. If you don't know who the redcoats are, do your history. So, going back to the bull in a china shop. Yes, I am, because I don't know, it's part of my character. I'm not making it right. So this is, you've seen how long this has been on, and now it's starting to. You can come over. Can you see it from there, Lynn? Yeah. So now it's just starting to get ready to bubble, and as you can see, like I said, as soon as this starts bubbling, as in boiling, stop it. It's done. So what we do then is as I'll talk you through it when we're doing it. What we do then is. So going back to the point, one of the main reasons that I like to administrate this to myself at night is because when I'm sleeping, and I have this as a sleep aid with oh yeah, I mentioned to Lynn earlier on, if anybody out there has problems sleeping and stuff, there's a tea bag you can get in your local shop, but it stinks. I don't mind the smell. And it's called, there's a flower called valerian. Valerian plant helps people sleep, and it's not addictive, and it's not from the doctors, it's from the chemist, and they do them in health food shop, and it's really good with people that can with suffer with insomnia and whatever else. So Lynn, so now this is bubbling, starting, it's more or less ready. What you do is get your back of your wooden spoon, and only use wooden spoons. You get your lemon and squeeze the lemon, so you're squeezing the juice out of the lemon because it's cut, yeah? So you give it a stir, give it a good stir, and you can see the dye coming out of it. Well, I call it dye, obviously it's not dye, but it's like dye because it's so strong. Look. If you're ill and you've got a cold, if you've got oh look, the benefits of this are just pathetic. The benefits of this are stupid. If you're ill and you've got bunged up and you want to make this, because you can have this for anything, right? For instance, right, it's done, Lynn. That's done. So I'm going to turn it off and I'm going to put it in my thing. So for instance, can you just come here in a minute and I want to show people something. So, CBE oils. If there's nothing wrong with you, get it and start taking it. I've gone in the bathroom, I do 3 squirts underneath your tongue in the day. Some people use it twice a day, 3 times a day. I have it once in the day and that's it, because my juice is more, look, so I'll use my left hand so you can see what I'm doing. You have to do this gently and slowly. And try and get every little bit in it. Alright. Pile it in. Oh, look at that. Oh, shit, he's coming. Okay, bollock. Ooh. Ooh. There's my glass. Try and use the same glass that you want and try and get a small glass. Right. Ooh. Oh my bleep days. Oh my fucking days. So, I will have this tonight, and if you want to do the same thing, you have to make sure you get a flask. Get a flask that you know is going to keep your medicine juice hot for hours. I'll have that tonight after I do my disciplines, teachings and training for an hour and a half, and after my stuff with a spliff I'll have my juice just before I go to bed. And also, what I didn't realise, when you have this and you do it like that, turn it upside down and give it a shake, because sometimes the honey stays at the bottom of the flask, and you do that because if you just leave it and then you taste it and you think, oh, it doesn't taste sweet, and I put a good bit of honey in it because it's stayed at the bottom. So turn it up, give it a shake. So that's done. You have to be very careful. You have to be very careful you don't burn your lips. I'm just going to add a little bit more honey, because I have a sweet tooth, but I like it to be a Pacific sweet for me. And I'm only going to add that to it. Okay. Ow. So just to give you the little heads up, so that's done now. That'll be for tonight. And what we do now with this, do not throw it away. I used to throw it away because they said what you do is get some water, put about, if not the same amount of water you're going to have with your flask, just a bit less, because it's not going to be as strong tomorrow. Sometimes I can ferment it for 2 days, not just the day after. But what I'm going to say to you, if anybody's going to do this, you have to administrate this like medicine. You have to have this regular for the rest of your life. I'm not joking. This saved my life. In my recovery, my world turned upside down, and all my joints, like this for instance, I used to play semi-professional football for Tudor Town Football Club in Manchester, and before that then with certain clubs in Manchester, I got knocked out, jumped up, bumped, dislocated my shoulder. My mum said, years later son, you're going to suffer with arthritis. Pff. Thanks mum, I should have listened to you. Because in the winter, my joints are extremely not right. So cover that up. Cover that up. Cover that up. Let it sit. Put it somewhere safe. You can have that tomorrow. So what I'm saying is do not have your medicine for more than 2 days. If you have it, if you suffer like I have for the past 2 years or whatever, and trust me, things are a lot better. If you leave it for more than 2 days and that medicine don't go in your body, then your discomfort starts creeping back. So you have to keep on top of it. So you cannot not have this for more than 2 days. 3 days at the most, not more than 3 days. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it was going to change people's lives tremendously. And I've got a lot to talk about and a lot to show people with my music crew. For instance, this is one of my flyers that I did in Falmouth, because my crew is called MVITA, but because we're in Cornwall and people insisted I do some of my work, my hobby in Cornwall, we called it FVITA, Falmouth Vibes in the area, and this is what we're all about. But like doing this and sharing the medicine with people, I've been saying to people in Manchester quite recently who want to work with us, professional people, people who are in other businesses, there's more about MVITA than just a music crew. As in, Rastafari is known as Rastafari, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Emperor and ruler of the tribe of Judah and Israel, Selassie the first, without no apology. Most people know this is Rastafari. What most people don't know, flip it up, as above, so below. This is MVITA. I introduced America, all over America, to this symbol in the late 80s with 808 states. I went to 26 different states of America, and then went over the border to Canada. That's a story on its own. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to go into that now. I'm really pleased that the director and cameraman behind you loved and has seen more than 3 times 24-hour party people. And when I told him I'm in it, he was impressed. So, going back to the medicine now, that's it. I think we're more or less done. I can't think that I've left anything out. One of the reasons that I had to do this, one of the 3, 4, 5, 6 reasons I have to do this is because I know how it's going to benefit people. And like I've said to you, try not go to your local stalls and get bits. Try and go to a market or go to someone like my Mr. Khan in Oldham. And Joanne for sending it me to Cornwall. Try and get it in bulk. If you can't get it in the box like I've got, because that's coming right from the source. That ain't coming from up the road around the corner. That's coming from India. Saturday Kal, Namaste and Salam Alaikum, whatever your faith or culture may be. And then the ginger, like I said, comes from the Orient. And the reason I did this is because I was taking too much, administrating too much, not too much, a lot, and then I was paying out the nose thinking, fuck, surely I can get this cheaper than this. And people say you can get it online. Well, I'm dyslexic and all sorts of stuff. Anyway, I'm so pleased that the director behind the camera, Lyndon, has agreed to do this with me because it's part of my history and part of my story, because we're going to be analoguing not just MVITA and what we're about and the history of MVITA. I'm going to be interviewing and phoning people to let them know I'd like to interview them, because I want to be a bit of an interviewer myself, plus tell my own stories. So like I say, there's more to MVITA than just a sound system with my partner Himmet, Yogi, Cha-Cha, the guru of house, the percussionist, worldwide, underground celebrity he is, and the DJs. Obviously I'm the front man. So once we get that out of the way, we can let people know how we, for instance, if you don't know, that is a water distiller. And my friends who've introduced me to this insist I'm not drinking that shit, because I put the red water in my kettle, sorry, the red top water in my kettle. I never use the blue top, never. And I'm not even going to get into the water. So we get bottled water, put it in the distiller. Now that's already full, waiting for the next one. And also, if you turn around please, Lynn, that is a juicer, sorry, that is a smooth machine of my neighbour, chef, next door. And that is a juicer off my neighbour, chef next door. Brand new. He didn't want them and he gave it me. And I was waiting to get these at, for instance, the water distillers over £135. But if you value your health, because I say on my blog, health, E-L-F, health, is wealth. W-E-L-F, wealth. Wealth is health, health is wealth. Whatever way you look at it, if you value your health, especially with this now world's gone upside down. I was going to leave this stuff for a couple of weeks, whatever, but my director said to me, no, Alfonso, do it now. So once I get the juice for the people of the world that need it out the way, then I'm going to keep going to swear, it's terrible. Okay, fuck it. Once I start letting people know about my life with MVITA, nothing to do with, if you want to know anything about me, and you get this early before I start doing my blogs or my post, go to, on YouTube, thank you Linda Brogan and the Reno 12, should be 13 really, but that's another story. Go to Excavating the Reno, and when you put that in YouTube, put in Alfonso Buller Volume 1. I've done 3 interviews for Linda for the Reno excavating and the story behind the Reno. So if anybody wants to know anything about me, before I start with my shit about MVITA, my mother, my father's Belizean, and my mother's Romani Royal Traveller Gypsy, also stroke, that's on my grandmother's side, and also, can you just come here a minute please? So this is my granny, Romani Royal, me nano, Gypsy, and this is my queen, mother, Sylvia and Nano. You know what, I don't even remember my fucking nana's name sometimes. The point of this is I come from really extreme, crazy family, in a positive way. So I will be first talking about MVITA and how we started in MVITA in the late 80s when the Reno closed, and then we'll be talking about the journey with MVITA. I won't say mainly down because we've never been paid. I say mainly up because we are the #1 crew in the country. England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales is my lyric. So going to the juice now and getting that out of the way, it's vital that people listen to what I'm saying about the discomfort, because, and also if you want to follow my taking it, you can have it in the day, you can have it in the afternoon, but I insist, for me, because I know what it does to me, when I'm resting, like I said earlier on, and my body's quiet, and I take my full flask, it takes about 10-15 minutes, depending how often you drink it within that period, to drink 10-15-20 minutes, so therefore you can not be moving and just be in your slumber or whatever else, and that's when it's doing its magic, because your body's quiet, your brain's quiet, and it's proper giving you all it. Look, there's more to this than meets the eye, mainly because it is from Gaia. There's nothing here from the chemist, there's nothing here from Asda, Tesco, name it, name the names, with all the shit food. With all the shit food that's no good to your body, your melanin, your pineal gland, your heart, your aura, your energy. There's more to MVITA than just a music crew, and this is what I'll be putting out. So, like they say in Ireland, Sláinte, like they say in Italy, Salut. And I didn't know until about 2 years ago, like they say in Wales, all the red dragons, queens and kings. Wacky da, me handsome, me lover. Did you know wacky da means? Cheers. Oh my bleep bleep days. Absolutely. So there you have it. The golden nectar that is MVITA Juice. The benefits are mind blowing. So to end it, when you start administrating this to yourself, you start taking it, you will not feel the benefits. If you feel them in 2 weeks, you've done good. I would say you won't feel the benefits, and you have to have it every day. You have to do this. You can cut it up and leave it in your pan until later on in the day, in the evening, and then cook it up and put it in your flask. People say you can have it cold. I say to people, have it hot like a meal. Hot medicine, hot juice. It's doing you more good. So yeah, I think I've covered most things to do with this. So now when I get ready to use my post with YouTube, Facebook and the Instagram. Is it Instagram? Is it? And that because we're going to be getting these things up and running. And I will put my teeth in and I will be smart because I want to get to reach a bigger audience. Plus, I want some people out there to take me serious, not with no teeth in, my hair all over the place, or me ranting like a fucking lunatic. Excuse my language. Fucking shit. So yeah, so. So 3 weeks. If you don't feel the benefit after 3 weeks and you think it's not working, oh it is, it's working in other ways. So you don't have to be ill, you don't have to be ill, and you don't have to think I'm fit, strong and I don't need that. Okay then, fine. Like the squirting of the CBD oil, I say to people, you don't have to be ill to have the oil, because the oil works on you that we don't know the benefits it's working on us, and it keeps things at bay. Trust me. That's one of them. It keeps things at bay. But it's not only that, it's good for you. Like I said to you about the gayo, the pepper, the lemon, and obviously the turmeric and ginger are the main ingredients. So the pepper, the lemon, and then when you've got your flask and you put the honey in it, and then the coconut oil, all fused together. Can you imagine? I'll put it this way. I said to the angel one day, you make my heart sing and my mind dance. And that's my job as MVITA, to give people, we say, frequency, energy and vibration. I have a saying that says, cream of the crop, tip of the top, top of the iceberg, peak of the pyramid. You don't get better than them tops. You don't get any better than them peaks. And that's what you are. You are, you and yours, from all over the world and beyond. From all over the worlds, beyond undiscovered solar systems and universes. What are you? Tell each other, like you say, good night or good sunrise, I say. Rarely say, morning. Sunrise, divine and royal you are. Try it. It peaks with your soul, with your spirit, and I say, with your life force. It makes you smile. So, religiously, I take this juice. I want to share it with the world, and I'm really, really wishing and praying, whoever's out there that listens to this, please try it. If it doesn't work within 3 weeks, keep taking it. It will work. It's come from Gaia. Getting a bit emotional there. That's ridiculous. What's all that about? Anyway, thank you to my director and cameraman, Lyndon. And keep safe. Be loving. Keep exercising. Keep the energy pure. And keep smiling. It's not all doom and gloom. There's positives in this. We can't tell nature in its shit. It's horrible, isn't it? Because our world's turned upside down. Nature's taking the piss out of us and going, we love it, it's great, it's great, it's great. Yeah, some people loving it because there's a lot of people out there already benefiting from this in one way or another. So let's keep safe, keep loving, be happy, be smiley. Love and light. Rastafari Namaste, love. Rastafari Namaste. Saturday Cal G.